Hi everyone, thank you for joining me for another week of story time. I'm Mr. Garrett, and we're going to get started with our weather forecast. So you can get your weather felt pieces ready, we'll do the weather together. So it's daytime on Thursday morning, so we need our sun up in the blue sky. But the forecast, just like last week, is supposed to be cloudy and probably a little rainy too. So you can get your clouds. If you have a white cloud, gray cloud, a little bit of both, cover up the sun and a lot of the blue sky. And if you have your raindrops in your bag, you can put some of the raindrops coming down too. It's supposed to have some showers, so it might not rain the whole day, but probably a little bit of rain. And of course, as always, our tree. We got our tree, and I'm seeing some green leaves still. So check your tree near your house to see if the leaves are still green. But you know what? Today, I also noticed that some of the leaves are starting to fall down. So I think that's a sign that fall is coming. So we may start to see some of the leaves change color and start to fall down. So that's going to be exciting. And that's the weather forecast. So look outside the window and see if the weather forecast came true. Move the pieces around throughout the day and tomorrow, and just tell the weather every day. All right, now we're going to do our story. All right, so the story for this week is called Tangles by Anne Miranda, illustrated by Eric Comstock. So real closely, you can see the characters who are tangled up here. Who are those guys? Shapes, yeah. We have a square down here, a circle up here, triangle, and they're tangled up in this kind of like geometric dome kind of thing. Maybe they're at like a playground, like it's like a jungle gym kind of thing. I don't know, let's see what's going on here. Special thank you to Paula, Wiseman Books, and Simon Schuster for letting us read the book. Alright, ready? One day, a little circle, just as happy as could be, got caught inside a jungle gym and couldn't wiggle free. Oh no, it's way up there. Her friend, a tiny triangle, tried hard to get her out. He tugged, but he got stuck as well, and both began to shout. Oh, look very, very upset. Look, she's crying. I'd be a little scared if I was in that situation. Ooh, look who's here now. A square came on the double, climbing in to help them flee. He pushed, and he pulled, and twisted, but he couldn't set them free. Oh, look. Yeah, with his muscles, he couldn't get it free. A rectangle ran over, and he offered them a hand. He tumbled toward the jungle gym and landed in the sand. Uh-oh. He wasn't looking where he was going. He tripped. Ooh. You know what shape this is? Oval. Yeah, let's see. A slim ellipse. Ooh, ellipse. It's like a fancy word for oval. Who saw them was next to shimmy through. Well, shimmy in like that. But when he tried to get them out, he got entangled too. Uh-oh. So we have three shapes now. 1, 2, 3. Entangled, so he got tangled up. Ooh, so this is where we are. The playground is part of this big city neighborhood. A cone directed traffic. As the points began to flock, the stars got all congregated. Well, they all got grouped up. And the cubes went round the block. Ooh, so yeah, so we have the stars congregating here. We have the cubes. All the shapes are coming over to see what's going on. The Pentagon parade arrived and did their very best. Ooh, Pentagon. Do you know how many sides a pentagon has? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, penta means 5. Whenever you see that at the beginning of a word, it's a pentagon. We have those guys right there. But every single one of them was captured with the rest. Oh, so we did have 3 shapes, and then we got 5 more. So how many do we have in total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 shapes. This is getting more difficult as we go along. A trapezoid photographer took pictures of the scene. Ooh, so trapezoid, almost like a rectangle, but these two sides are slanted. A parallelogram felt sick and turned a little green. Parallelogram. It's like a slanted rectangle almost. So these two sides are going in the same direction, and these two sides, they're parallel, means they're going in the same direction. What a horror! What a mess! The shapes could not untwine. Then, rushing to the rescue came a straight and narrow line. Ooh, it's really hard to see her, too. She's really skinny. She looked at every space and every curve and every angle. She had a clever plan that would undo the messy mangle. Oh, so she thought of a plan. What do you think she's gonna do? How would you get these shapes out of here? Any guesses? I don't know. So maybe take the thing apart? I don't know. We have the little connector things. We have all the little bars. I don't know. Let's see. She pleaded with the other shapes for them to volunteer. Oh, so she pleaded. She's asked them, almost begging them to help. Out stepped a perfect prism and a solid-looking sphere. Ooh, a couple more 3D shapes. A lot of these are 2D shapes. These ones are three-dimensional, almost like the cone. Yeah, so sphere is another word for a ball. I wonder what these guys are going to do. Ah, the plan. The plan was made. The sphere would jump upon the count of 3. Okay, so the sphere is going to go on a line right here. The line is across here, and that's the prism. Almost looks like a catapult, you know, or like a seesaw. Let's see. And Polygons, who heard the scheme, the plan, applauded it with glee. Ooh, polygon. You know that? Have you heard that word before? It's a shape with all straight sides. You can count up the number of sides. So a circle would not be a polygon, but triangle, hexagon, rectangle, a lot of different polygons. Everybody held their breath. The sphere rolled up and hopped. The prism and the line held tight, and out the circle popped. And what happened? Look at this. Everything fell apart. I guess that's kind of what needed to happen, huh? Their lever worked a miracle. Ooh, lever, that's the tool that they used. Almost like the seesaw. And all the shapes were saved. What a clever little line a tetrahedron raved. Ooh, tetrahedron. I'll have to look that up and see what kind of shape that is. The line convinced the jungle gym to make her spaces wider, so little shapes would not get trapped or tangled up inside her. Oh, that's a good plan. So, suggesting a change so that it doesn't happen again. That's a good thing to do. The circle's playing happily with her untangled friends. This geometric tale's unwound, and now the story ends. Oh, look, so we have a new playground. It looks like the pieces of the jungle gym kind of made those little ladder things. Nice. In the back it says Gallery of Shapes. So we have all the different shapes that we saw. The parallelogram, the ellipse, the trapezoid. Look, they even made the parallelogram into a little dog. It's kind of cute. The end. So keep those shapes in mind, and you can get your packet out. We're going to do a little activity together. If you don't have one of these, you can just get a piece of paper. If you do, you can get some crayons and glue, and we're going to do a little activity. So in your packet this week, you'll see that you have a bunch of shapes. And underneath the shapes, you have a piece of white paper with a bunch of dots. Now, do you recognize the shape that these dots are making? Does that look familiar? Think back to the story in the cover of the book that we just read. See? Yeah, so it's the dots are the little connectors in the jungle gym. So look at the how the jungle gym is made up. We have all the lines, all the bars, they're connected by the connectors, and they're creating these triangle shapes. And there are a bunch of triangles that are all fit together, and they make this sturdy shape that's three-dimensional shape. So these are all the different sides of the shape. That's how it stays all sturdy and strong. So we're going to do a two-dimensional version of that. We're going to play a little game of connect the dots first. So I'm just going to do the very outside first. So I'm going to draw a line all around here, and then we can do the middle. So if you want to do this with me, I'm going to use a pencil just in case I make any mistakes and I can erase, but you can also use a crayon if you want. So I'm going to start at the top. So I'm going to do this dot, and I'm going to draw a line to this one, and then I'm going to go from this dot to the next one, to this corner, and then I'm going to go down to the bottom. Well, we're almost halfway done. Then I'm going to go across. This is the little like foundation part. So we're in the middle, and then we have to go to the other side. I'm just going to keep going. Connect these dots. And then all the way, close it off up here at the top. And now we get to do all the fun stuff. So we have to connect the dots so that we may see a bunch of triangles, but no lines cross each other. So let's start with just the very top, and then we can work down to the more difficult part. So I'm gonna, looks like we have a couple lines that we can connect here, a couple dots that we connect here. We do that one, and I'm gonna keep going across like that. But we don't have a triangle here. It looks like we have some sort of like diamond shape. It's because we have another line we can draw here, right? Yeah, so I'm gonna draw a line down there. And we have no more that we can connect here, and we have our two triangles. That's the basic idea. So you can kind of keep going like that. So I'm going to do this next line. I'm going to connect here and here to make that triangle. Then you can connect up to this one. Keep going like that. Let's see. Ooh, what should we do next? This one could go here, could go there. Probably not over here, because then we would cross this line. So yeah, let's draw these two lines here. And then this one can now go over here. There we go. It's looking pretty good. And now we have to do the bottom part. So this one can go in a couple different directions. We can go down here, but we can also connect over here. So look at this connector. Look how many lines are coming out of this one. So it's bringing a lot of directions together. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a very important little joint. Let's see, here we go. Looks pretty good. Yeah, should we check to see how we did? Yeah, it's pretty good. Now we can add our shapes. So we can kind of just have fun with adding little faces and making little characters. So I'm gonna see. Oh, we can also kind of compare some of the shapes that we have. So remember the trapezoid? This is a trapezoid. This is a little close-up version of it. So you can kind of see how it's very similar to a rectangle because it has 4 sides, but it has the sides on the side right here that are kind of slanted. So these are not parallel, but these ones are. And remember what this one was called? It was the one that was feeling sick during the story. It's a parallelogram. Yeah, so these two are going in the same direction. These two are in the same direction. A special kind of parallelogram called a rhombus, which is kind of like shaped like that. We didn't meet that in the story yet. This was the oval. Remember the name for this in the story? Ellipse. Yeah, elliptical shape, and that's our pentagon. And you know this one, right? Triangle. Yeah. So you can kind of glue these down if you want. I'm gonna have a couple of them over here, not stuck, but a couple of them are stuck in here. I'm gonna go ahead and make the trapezoid a little person. I'm gonna put the little face there. Maybe their legs are like that. Maybe the trapezoid's happy that they're stuck in the jungle gym. Maybe the triangle is not as happy though. Maybe they're kind of angry eyebrows. There we go. And maybe the pentagon's not even paying attention. Maybe they're just like looking at something over here. Maybe their eyebrows are raised up like that. So I added a couple more. I have a little chicken of some sort, a little birdie. And then made a little doggy over here looking this direction. He's happy, his tail's wagging. Maybe he doesn't realize what's happening up here. And I have one more. So you can keep doing your own and think of what you want to do for yours. I have to decide what I want to do for my rectangle. Let's see, maybe, since it looks kind of tall, I'm going to go ahead and make it a very tall animal. See if you can guess what I'm doing. Can you guess what it is? It's a giraffe. You have to make little spots like this. There we go. So that's my giraffe. I guess I could have made this the neck. I guess that probably would have made more sense. But you can just keep adding little details to your characters and just play around with shapes. And if you want to draw more shapes, think of other shapes that are not included. You can add even more characters. So I hope you enjoyed that activity. So next week we'll be back at the same time, 10:30 on Thursday on our YouTube channel. We'll have a new book and a new activity, so you can stop by the library starting today to get a packet of materials and come and get some books and say hi. Check out our new shelves and carpet too. The library looks really colorful and nice and new. So you can stop by and check things out. Hope to see everyone really soon. Have a really nice weekend. Hopefully it's some nice weather and get some fresh air. And I'll see you everyone really soon. Take care, everyone.